We may drift apart. We may never speak again. Perhaps we'll never meet again. But I want you to know, I will miss you. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guest Megan. Why say goodbye? Especially during a speech which is supposed to introduce yourself. Why say goodbye? Well, goodbyes are a big part of my life. My mother and father both make a living off of goodbyes. My mother is a funeral director, so she arranges some of the most meaningful goodbyes in some people's lives. My father works for Boeing, so he's helping build those planes, not directly, indirectly, to facilitate goodbyes that take off at enormous heights. And myself, I've had to say a lot of goodbyes throughout my life. Goodbye to my hometown. I grew up in Terrace, BC. You know where that little bit of Alaska comes down the side of British Columbia? The very tip of it, north of Vancouver? It's about 18 hours drive from here. That's where I'm from, Terrace, BC. So I've said goodbye to my hometown. I've said goodbye to new towns, even to Canada. I've said goodbye to the person I thought I once was. Now, I'm guilty of an extra sappy goodbye. You see, I love a good goodbye. I don't take pleasure in watching people cry, but whenever I hear people say, "Stop, they're gonna make me cry," I say, "Let the feelings flow," and I keep going. I don't get a satisfaction out of watching the tears stream from their eyes, but it's that connection that you get when you get a good goodbye. I'm also trying to avoid a bad goodbye. Now, I think we all know what a goodbye feels like. It can be bittersweet. It's bitter because you're really sad to say goodbye to the people who really meant a lot to you, who you care about. But it's sweet because it's a unique moment to have a touching, heartfelt discussion, maybe not discussion, that's a little heavy, to really let them know how much they meant to you and that you're going to miss them. A bad bye, that's not bittersweet. That's bitter. High school romances in particular can be a great learning experience. Fortunately, earlier this year, I had a string of really good goodbyes. So I left Japan after staying there for a year on an academic exchange in April. I had to say goodbye to a lot of people. One person in particular was really happy that I got to say a goodbye to is Yuka. Now Yuka, she runs the International Lounge at my university in Nagoya, Japan. Now initially I met her as an exchange student, she being the International Lounge leader. Helped support in daily life questions, if I had questions when I was learning Japanese, just having somebody to talk to. She was really compassionate, listened to me closely, and when it came time to say goodbye to Yuka, I made sure it counted. So I wrote her a letter, and I did not skip on the sappiness. I went straight for it. She was on the edge of tears, and I kept pushing. And in the end, I had a really touching goodbye, one that was so satisfying that I wasn't left hanging. I didn't feel like I had a bad goodbye. You see, the thing about a goodbye is, when you really make it count, that's when you feel the closest to somebody. I know I never feel closer to somebody than when I have to reflect on a relationship and part ways with them, not knowing if I'm going to see them again. So why say goodbye? Why say goodbye in an icebreaker speech when I'm supposed to be introducing myself to these people who hopefully I won't have to say goodbye to for a long time? Well, I don't know how long exactly we'll be in touch. I don't know how long your life situation is going to allow you to become, or to come regularly to a Toastmasters meeting. I don't know how long we'll stay in touch. But you know what? I do know that I want to make my words count. I want to let you know I'm so happy to be here with you today. I want to say thank you. As the Beatles once sung, hello, hello, I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello, 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 I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello.